Hi, my name's Maggie here. My name's Elizabeth Agapedum.
I'm Maureen Jones.
And I'm Tay Jackson.
And we're the X Factors, and we're doing functions. What's a function?
A function's like a relationship.
F of x is the function of x.
Y equals mx plus b is the most common function.
The three main parts of a function is the input, the output, and the relationship.
Here, I'll show you.
So, oh, now I remember, isn't it f of x equals 3x plus 8?
Okay.
Now, for our very first part, we need to put an input in. How about 2? So, now x not equals 2 in this little function. Next step is to replace all those x with 2's.
Alright.
Now we have f of 2 equals 3 times 2 plus 8.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, now I know how to solve it. So you take f of 2 down equals, now you take 3 times 2 equals 6 plus 8. And then bring f of 2 down again equals 14. Isn't that right? Okay, and then don't you divide by 2?
Yes.
Alright. Divide by 2, so f equals 7 is your final answer. And that's how you solve a function.
Function is like a relationship. One depends on the other. The input depends on the output. Sometimes there is no name, but you just can't start to blank, and the song won't get much fame.
F(x) is a function of x, also known as y equals mx plus b, is a way that you will see. Have no fear, you will hear how functions somehow seem so easy. The output y and the input x are somehow related, but you will never know unless you let the physics.
A function is like a relationship. One depends on the other. The input depends on the output. Sometimes there is no name, but you just can't start to blame, and the song won't get much fame.
Instead of using the plain old way, you can just turn one of many other letters. I bet you must think the whole line. We're going strong, now don't give up. There are three main parts to the function. It's the input, the output, and the relationship.
A function is like a relationship. One depends on the other. The input depends on the output. Sometimes there is no name, but you just can't start to blame, and the song won't get much fame.
Now I'm thinking the question, don't be late. F of x equals 3x plus 8. Remember for our very first part, we need to put an input in. How about 2 seems so soon. So x now equals 2 in this little function. Next step is to replace all those x with 2's.
Now that that's done, we're having fun, but don't get distracted by all the things.
Now we have f of 2 equals 3 times 1 plus 8. Now that you're rolling, you gotta keep going. Now it's simple. Here goes your order of operations. Multiply first, you get 3. Add the 8 so you finish with your total being 11. That's right, you just solved your first function.
A function is like a relationship. One depends on the other. The input depends on the output. Sometimes there is no name, but you just can't start to blame, and the song won't get much fame.
Okay, now let's take a break. No need to get too exhausted.
If you want a real example, I'll give you one. If a cell phone company charges a startup fee of $50 and 5 cents for every minute used, use the 50 for the B and the 5 cents for the N. Then you have the function of y equals 5 cents x plus 50.
A function is like a relationship. One depends on the other. The input depends on the output. Sometimes there is no name, but you can't just start to blame, and the song won't get much fame.